should be consumed in all their sins. So they gathered from the tabernacle of Korah, Dathan and Abiram on every side, and Dathan and Abiram came out and stood in the door of their tents, and their wives and their children, and their wives and their sons and their little children. And Moses said, hereby you shall know that the Lord has sent me to do all these works, for I have not done them of mine own mind. If these men die the common death of all men, or if they be visited after the visitation of all men, then the Lord hath not sent me. But if the Lord make a new thing, and the earth open her mouth, and swallow them up with all that appertain unto them, and they go down quick into the pit, then you shall understand that these men shall have provoked the Lord. So, we're at 33?
Yeah.
Okay, and it shall come to pass, and it came to pass, as he had made an end of speaking all these words, that the ground clave asunder that was under them, and the earth opened her mouth, and swallowed them up, and their houses, and all the men that appertained unto Korah, and all their goods, they and all that appertained to them went down alive into the pit.
All right, the key word is pit, and that's what verse is that?
33. Verse 33. They and all that appertained to them went down alive into the pit, and the earth closed upon them, and they perished from among the congregation.
Read that again, that last verse.
They and all that appertained to them went down alive into the pit, and the earth closed upon them, and they perished from among the congregation.
It said that they went down into a pit, right? Do we got the verse?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Okay, now let's read it. Read it in Hebrew. What is the Hebrew word and what does it mean? It said that they went down into a pit, right?
Yep, that's right.
Okay, again, the word there for pit is sha'awal, which in the Greek is Sheol. All right, and again, when you click on it, it says the grave or hell or the pit, and that's back in Numbers. That's back in Numbers 16
and 33.
Yeah, Numbers 16 and 33. Yep, Numbers 16 and 33.
So what did it say? Read that again.
Okay, this is the Blue Letter Bible website. When you go to Numbers 16 and 33, the Hebrew word there is sha'awal. In the Greek, it's Sheol. When you click on the number there, it says pit or grave.
Yeah, so these three that came up against Moses and the ones that followed them, in other words, Moses prayed to the Most High. Well, the Most High told Moses this is what he's going to do, and that's exactly what happened, to show that the Most High was with Moses. Okay? Now, let's go from there to Genesis 44 and 29. And you can bring it back to us, brother. Just leave it there for about 30 seconds and come back to us.
Genesis chapter 44, verse 29. And if you take this also from me, and mischief before him, you shall bring down my gray hairs with sorrow to the grave.
And read that again. Bring it back to us.
And if you take this also from me, and mischief before him, you shall bring down my gray hairs with sorrow to the grave.
Now let's look up, what scripture was that?
Genesis 44 and 29.
Read it one more time.
And you shall, and if you take this also from me, and mischief before him, you shall bring down my gray hairs with sorrow to the grave.
Okay, bring down my gray hairs with sorrow unto the grave, right? Let's see what the word means.
Okay, Blue Letter Bible. The word there for pit is sha'aral, the same word. And again, it means grave, hell, or pit.
Right, grave, hell, or pit. Now, you're trying to say that this word hell means you're going to burn in hell. The word is talking about grave. When you die, they bury your body under the ground or back then in a sepulcher, which they call sha'awal, which is a grave site. All right? Now let's go to the next scripture. Give me the book of Genesis 50 and 4. And I'll go back. Go once in a while, man.
All right. Genesis chapter 50, verse 4. And when the days of his mourning were past, Joseph spake unto the house of Pharaoh, saying, If now I have found grace in your eyes, speak, I pray you, in the ears of Pharaoh, saying, My father made me swear, saying, Lo, I die in my grave, which I have digged for me in the land of Canaan. There shalt thou bury me. Now therefore let me go up, I pray thee, and bury my father, and I will come again. And Pharaoh said, Go up and bury thy father, according as he made thee swear. To what verse?
That's what verse you just read? 4?
Read to 6.
All right, read the 4th verse again.
Psalms 50, verse 4. And when the days of his mourning were past, Joseph spake unto the house of Pharaoh, saying, If now I have found grace in your eyes, speak, I pray you, in the ears of Pharaoh, saying, that was verse 4.
I got it.
My father made me swear, saying, Lo, I die in my grave, which I have digged for me in the land of...
What verse is that?
Verse 5. Verse 5. My father made me swear, saying, Lo, I die in my grave, which I have digged for me in the land of Canaan.
In my grave, which I have digged for me in the land of Canaan. He dug his own grave, right? Now let's go to that verse in the Hebrew. That's from Genesis 50 and 5. And let's see what that says. Let's see if he's going to dig his own grave and jump down into some fire into hell. Then, like I said, that's why you people in the Roman Catholic Church and any offshoot of the Roman Catholic Church, like the Discomforter and their people, you have these two guys, Shamadeus and KOC the Great, and they don't believe in the Most High. Because this comforter and messed their head up so damn much,
Right.
that when you get messed up on that level, you don't want to believe in the Most High. That Roman Catholic Church, like I said, whether you disguise it as the Israeli Church of God and Jesus Christ, which ain't nothing but a bunch of sun worshipers and Roman Catholics. All right, go ahead.
Okay, now in that verse, Genesis 50 and 5,
How you doing, good brother?
it says, in my grave, the Hebrew word there is kobar. Now when you look up kobar, it says grave, sepulcher, or tomb. All right, and that's in Genesis 50 and 5. That's in the Hebrew. The Hebrew word there is kobar, which means grave, sepulcher, or tomb.
Now, some scriptures you're going to go to where they describe an actual grave or sepulcher, and the word there is sha'al, which is supposed to mean you burn in hell and Satan sticks a pitchfork up your ass. All right? All right, go ahead.
This is Isaiah chapter 29, verse 13. Wherefore the Lord said, For as much as his people draw near me with their mouth, and with their lips do honor me, but have removed their heart far from me, and their fear toward me is taught by the precept of men.
Yeah, that's why so many people flock to this Roman Catholic Church and worship the Son. All right? That's why you got so many people blindly following this guy that calls himself the Comforter, which we call him the Discomforter. But you know what? The Most High gave you that delusion that you may believe a lie. All right. So the reason why you're going off is because the Most High set you up to follow that madness, man. Just like Bubble-Eyed Blackfish. Now there's a video out on him, and we knew that he was going to get caught out there. That him and his buddy is stealing money. Yeah, they're collecting money to so-called pay for their school, and they haven't been paying, man. They've been collecting money, talking, "Oh, we're gonna pay the rent," and they haven't been doing it. So they're being exposed. All right. Comfy has been exposed. All right. A prophet Fagway, he's getting ready to be exposed. All right. And the only one that's going to be standing is GMS. Because we're the only ones teaching the truth of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. You're going to find out about this, man. You got people that have talked shit about us, and now they're trying to sneak back around us, man. Yeah. But the gate is closed, nigga. All right?
Yep, trying to come back to the site.
All right, okay, now let's go from there to Exodus 14. And we're going to start from the 9th verse and read down into the 11th verse.